In this Fish for Fun video, I'm taking one of my viewers out. Bob called me, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago and wanted to learn a little bit more about offshore trolling, so I took him out on the lake and we did a few things, but we didn't have enough time to get specific about what we were doing. So today I'm taking him out to show him some of the things that I do with my Navionics program as I'm doing my offshore trolling. So come along with us. We may even catch a few fish. As we were driving to the lake, everything seemed okay. But when we got there and launched our boat, we were in a state of shock because the weather forecast was for wind velocities of 10 to 12 miles per hour, which is perfect for offshore fishing. Well, this is not 10 to 12 mile an hour wind. I had been having some issues with my fish locator, so we decided to reset the factory defaults and set it all up again. And while we were doing that, we seriously considered whether we ought to go back home or stay here and try to fish. But when we got the locator set up the way we wanted it, we decided that we would try to drive around the lake and find a place with a little bit less wind and see if we could catch a fish or two. We found a place we could fish not too far from where we launched, but it was not a very big spot, so we decided to run up the lake and see if we could find another place. And after an hour and a half or so, we gave up on that and decided the only place we could fish was that spot close to where we launched our boat. When we checked out our new spot, we found a narrow range of water from 10 to 30 feet, which fell within our trolling range, and it couldn't have been more than 15 to 20 foot wide at the widest place. When we started looking for fish, we were surprised that we actually found some, because the other places that we had tried was practically void of fish. Now just drive it for me there a little bit.
Yep. The wires are right there by you. What do you want? 2.5?
Hold it out the other way.
Look at that. Got her, bud? I'm wrapped around your
That's
line.
all right. Just bring her on in. We'll get it untangled when we get it in. Good show. I want a picture of that one. That's a big white bass.
Look what I caught it on.
What?
I went to Flicker Shed.
Yeah.
Here, watch, Jer. I'll get that. You drive.
I need to hold it.
Okay,
I want a picture.
I'll get it for you. Or you want it with the lure?
Yeah. That's good.
Thank you, buddy.
That's a big white bass there, buddy. So
You got one?
I don't think so.
Well, that's dandy.
That's huge, isn't it? But what's my deal?
I don't know what happened. You home?
I may have to stop the boat.
Okay.
No, it's a fish, by golly.
Is it?
It felt like a. It's a fish.
Oh, it is. He might be.
You want to drive that
Let me
thing
get
a
past
bit?
you. Yes, I got you.
I know what this one is.
Seafowl, huh?
No fair laughing at somebody when they catch something that's not a white bass, all right?
What is it?
Can't you tell what it is?
It's not a big drum, is it?
It's no, it's not so big, but it is a drum.
I won't tell anybody.
They say you're not fishing though till you catch a drum, so we're just now starting our fishing. That's a little guy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Part of it right there by it.
Oops.
That's a healthy drum.
All right. I don't think it's a white bass though. Might be.
Yeah.
Look more like a largemouth.
Oh yeah.
No.
Nice one.
Now there's
Won a ball.
now I tell you, there's another thing we can do that we haven't thought of yet.
What's that?
I'm gonna.
You notice the fish are biting a little better. It's getting a little...
Let's get further away from that storm. After I caught that bass, we decided to leave because 2 other boats had moved in on our spot. When we arrived back at the boat dock, the wind was even stronger than it was when we got there, and we could tell that loading our boat on the trailer was going to be an issue. Look, watch it, don't let it get you. As I mentioned earlier in this video, Bob originally was one of my viewers, and as he was walking up to the truck and trailer to bring it down so I could launch the boat, I thought to myself, what a great friend he has become. He came to my house originally wanting to know more about trolling, and now then, after the weather that we've had today and how he has hung in there, I know I have a real good fishing buddy. This trip was originally planned to get my new software set up, and I took Bob along with me so he could watch, and also he wanted to see some of the special settings I use in my maps program. We also intended to show some of those to you, but the boat was bouncing around too much for us to do any filming. We also planned to do more fishing, but that didn't happen, but we did catch a few fish. And given the conditions that we were fishing in, I think we did pretty good. And as always, we want to thank you for coming along with us and encourage you to subscribe if you haven't done so. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because the weather's getting better and we're going to be making a lot more videos soon.